Welcome to the Nevis newscast for Thursday, March 31st, 2022. I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Effective next month, public servants in Nevis will once again receive salary increments and be considered for promotions, following a decision taken by the Nevis Island Administration's Cabinet of Ministers on Wednesday, March 30th. The announcement was made by Premier and Minister of Finance, the Honourable Mark Brantley, on Thursday, March 31st.
Yesterday in the Cabinet, here on the island of Nevis, that we took a decision that we will end the freeze on increments and promotions on the island of Nevis. I believe that the public would be aware that when we gave the budget address in December of 2021, for 2022, we indicated we would continue the freeze on increments and promotions until the first quarter of 2022. Well, the first quarter has now come to an end, and as of April 1st, persons will once again in the public service be able to get their increments, be able to get their promotions, as the case may be. And I would want to thank the hard-working civil servants, public servants in Nevis who have really persevered and who have shared the burden of the difficulties that we all have experienced in relation to COVID.
Premier Brantley also spoke to the matter of salary increases for public servants in St. Kitts and Nevis.
This matter of salary increases for public servants has really been before the Cabinet now for some time. I believe what we have been waiting on is a final report from the Ministry of Finance in St. Kitts as to the cost and what is the final costing is going to be. I can tell you that all the members of Cabinet are committed to our public servants receiving increases in salary. We think that it is time to have a look at this, because the last time that there was any increase, I believe, was somewhere around 2014. So we are definitely committed to this. I believe that the work on it is not yet completed, but the members of the Cabinet have long signaled their support of an initiative to increase the salaries of our public servants. So this is not something new. This is something that has been ongoing for some time. And so long as we can get the final numbers from the Ministry of Finance, I believe that this is something that should happen in the near term.
Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Her Excellency Ambassador Sherry Tross officially began her tenure as St. Kitts and Nevis Ambassador to the Republic of Panama on March 29, 2022, after presenting her credentials to President Laurentino Cortizo Cohen. The ceremony, which was held at the President's official residence in Panama, was also witnessed by the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Panama, the Honourable Erica Moyenes. This year, the two countries will celebrate the 30th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations. The appointment of a new ambassador signals an effort to mature St. Kitts and Nevis's relationship with its Central American neighbor and friend by exploring new areas of cooperation, including trade, investment, and education. This accreditation comes as the ministry diversifies and consolidates partnerships for a post-pandemic world. During her visit, Ambassador Tross also met with Deputy Minister of Foreign Affairs Martha Gordon, Minister of Panama Canal Affairs Aristides Rojo, and other senior government officials. Ambassador Tross will serve out of Ottawa, where she currently serves as St. Kitts and Nevis's High Commissioner to Canada. Ambassador Tross brings years of experience and expertise working in Latin American affairs, including multilateral experience gained while working at the Organization of American States. St. Kitts and Nevis and Panama established diplomatic relations on 19th November 1992. What's new? A Green, Clean Youth Month 22. That is the theme with which the Department of Youth will celebrate Youth Month in Nevis in April. On Thursday, March 31st, Premier the Honourable Mark Brantley announced some of the main events.
As the theme suggests, the focus for this year will be on the environment and the need to bring more awareness to young persons on the importance of having a clean and healthy environment. We will have various events, including a church service, Youth Day of Prayer, Marine Awareness Week, Youth Beach Games, and a green camp targeting students 5 to 16 years old.
The other activities for Youth Month will include an address by the Minister of Youth on April 1st, Youth in the News every Tuesday in April, Lessons with Class every Wednesday in April, a catamaran cruise on April 9th, a Green Ambassadors feature on April 11th, and a Moonlight Walk on April 16th. Still to come.
Women do not just need an invitation or information, but they need resources. Access to resources is extremely important.
The details after this break.
Have you signed up for the Nevis Water Department's new ePay platform? It's an easy, safe, and secure process. Here's how to sign up. Have your water bill handy and log on to epay.neviswaterdepartment.com using your mobile phone, tablet, or desktop, and the rest of the process is easy to follow. It can also be accessed by going to our website at www.neviswaterdepartment.com and clicking on Pay Your Bill. Once you have completed the process and your account is activated, the app allows you to make payments directly to Nevis Water Department, get access to your account balance, have access to your payment history, and interact with our customer service department through the help desk feature. Yes, it's that simple. So don't wait. Sign up all of your accounts today. And remember, we at the Nevis Water Department are here to bring you, our valued customers, exceptional service.
Welcome back. Sporting facilities across St. Kitts and Nevis will soon be outfitted with new light-emitting diode LED lights as part of the government's thrust to utilize more energy-efficient and cost-effective technologies and upgrade the infrastructure available to local sporting communities. The installation of the new sports lights is a component of the Street and Floodlight Retrofitting Project, which is financed by a loan through the Caribbean Development Bank and represents a collaborative effort between the Ministries of Sustainable Development, Finance, Public Infrastructure and Sports, as well as St. Kitts Electricity Company Skellig and Nevis Electricity Company Limited NEVLEC. The project's second phase was mobilized in June 2021 with the delivery of more than 260 LED floodlights for installation at sports facilities on Nevis, followed by the delivery of more than 450 LED floodlights in February 2022 for installation at sports facilities in St. Kitts, says Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Sustainable Development, Elvita Simpson-Brown. The retrofitting of the sports facilities with LED lamps will increase the energy efficiency of sports lighting, thereby reducing the electricity bill to the federal government and Nevis Island administration. Further, the LED supplier, Musco Sports Lighting LLC of Iowa, USA, will assist in supervising the installation activities to ensure the various facilities meet or exceed lighting standards for national, regional, or international sporting events. According to P.S. Simpson-Brown, the investment by the federal government in upgrading the sports light infrastructure is more than $5.9 million. In observance of International Women's Month, the Department of Gender Affairs recently held a panel discussion on the topic SKN, Women and a Sustainable Future. Amongst the panel of 5 women acting as ambassadors for gender equality and global sustainability were Dr. Janice Daniel Hodge, founder and managing director of Caribbean Development and Environmental Consultants, and Wendy Elliott Williams, environmental specialist at Seahorse Marine SKN. Dr. Hodge, who describes herself as a natural resource manager, highlighted the potential benefits women could bring to sustainable development growth if given the opportunity.
When we look at providing opportunities for getting women to be involved, we have to recognize how are we making that connection? Because it's very easy to ask persons to pick up a plastic bottle. But if they're not connecting that to the overall bigger picture and our drive to be able to make St. Kitts and Nevis a sustainable nation, then they feel like you just ask them to pick up garbage and you don't value their contribution. The problem that we have right now is that women are in a lot of managerial positions, women are multitasking, doing a lot of work, but at the end of the day, the decisions are being made by whom? By the men. And so a very critical part of sustainability is for us to be able to collaborate and incorporate the ideas from a broad cross-section of persons.
Elliot Williams spoke of the importance of gender equality in attaining sustainable development. She urged stakeholders not only to consent to women in unorthodox fields of work, but also to provide them with the resources necessary for success.
Women need to be invited to the table. Stakeholder engagement is critical. Women do not just need an invitation or information, but they need resources. Access to resources is extremely important. When a woman approaches a financial institution, it's important for the financial institution not just to see gender.
She also emphasized that stakeholders should acknowledge the endeavors by women that have proven to be successful and invest in the upscaling of these achievements.
We need to scale up successful interventions that women have been involved in. And women need human capital. You know, we are pulled in every which direction. So really looking at stakeholder involvement, especially of women, is critical.
Also a part of the panel were Claricia Langley-Stevens, Deputy Disaster Coordinator of the National Emergency Management Agency, and Carissa Roberts, owner of KR Architectural Services. The discussion was moderated by gender champion Joy Napier. And that's it for this edition of the Nevis Newscast. On behalf of all of us here at the Department of Information, I am Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing.